this morning because I'm just here playing with Little Crapper. And so I figured you would wake up in the morning with us. I have no makeup on. I brushed my teeth and I got a cup of coffee. And that's about the extent of my morning so far. I've been out here playing with Delilah now for like a half an hour. And so I was like, well, I might as well go live and say hi to some people. Ow! That was my finger. That was my finger. She likes to play. Watch. Well, maybe not. Maybe she just likes her. Oh, there she is. I knew she'd be here sooner or later. She's a tough little cookie. She's a tough little cookie. She's going to attack me. She's going to attack me. Hey, Miss Lee, Mama 3. We're not doing anything but playing with Delilah this morning. We're waking up. We're waking up. She's already been outside. Hear that stuff in my throat still? Hey, big boy. Good morning. It's nice to see you. We're just playing with Delilah. She needed some energy out of her. So I'm like, this is too early for me for this much hyperness. She does this every morning. So I figured, well, what the heck? If I've got to endure the abuse of this dog, you guys are enduring the abuse of this dog as well. This little thing right here. I caught a fishy. I caught a dog fishy. A puppy fishy. I caught a puppy fish. Look at that. I caught her. I caught her. It's time to reel her in. It's time to reel her in. Tell me that's not cute. Good morning, guys. You're waking up with Bullhorn Betty and Delilah Bullhorn. She's the one with the thing. What you doing? What you gonna do? She gonna jump. She gonna jump. Let's see if we can get her. Let's see if we can get her on camera. If she knocks the camera over, it's not my fault. You can't take it all the way to your bed. I can't move. Now you left me with the bone. You only left me with the bone. She took everything from me. So you try to take the bone too. Good morning, Delilah. The coffee club says morning. She's full of a lot of energy this morning. Good morning, everyone. I can't even read. I don't even have my glasses. Do I have glasses here? Hold on a second, guys. Let me get some glasses. All right. I got them. Yes, I'm on the floor. If you guys haven't figured it out, I'm on the floor because she's so tiny. And she needs some love-ins. And she's not getting love-ins on the chair because she can't play. Where is your... Go get your thingy so I can play with you. You left me a bone. You left me a bone. That's it. That's all you left me. Wow, you're ripping this thing all to shreds. Oh, we got a hole in it already. Been using. I don't know who got her the bone, but she loves the bone. She loves all the squeaky stuff. Before she could barely get her mouth around it. Okay, I can read. Who's all in here? Oh, it's nice to see you. Okay, I already said hi to Miss Lee. Big boy, I could see you guys. Amanda, it's nice to see you. Stacy, our beautiful real me too. Good morning. She's feisty this morning. Good morning, Barbosa. Emma, it's nice to see you, my love. Mia, Denise, good morning. Oh, Lulu's Nana, nice to see you. Oh, Gigi for life. It's nice to see you, my love. I hope you guys are all doing well today. Today's officially Hump Day. Happy Hump Day. I tried to push it along yesterday on Tuesday. I was just moving our week right along. Can you believe that it is already almost the 24th? It is almost time for the prayer vigil. I cannot believe that we're already at the 6-month milestone of Sebastian Rogers being missing. And it's really sad that his whole entire family pay more attention to me than they do trying to find Sebastian Rogers. It's very telling, in my opinion. Very telling. Sorta morta, me and you. Oh, we got the van lady in the house. Oh, 8 months. Thank you, my love. Thank you. Good morning. Yeah, she's up to no good this morning. I don't know what she's up to. She's up to something. She's up to something. Let me see if I can get her a treat. Let's see if we can calm her down with a treat. This is one of I got these right here she loved. And then when I took her to Walmart, she wanted the ones with the chicken wrap around it. And now, and I couldn't find them in the Dream Bone, so I had to go to Old Roy, which I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing. She absolutely loves those things. The ones from Old Roy, I spent like, I don't know, $12 or $13 for a bag of these things. What, you want a twisty now? Do you want a twisty now? Almost. You're almost there. You're almost there, little girl. Ooh, I got a twisty treat. You better get it before mommy does. Better get it before mommy does. All right, you can have it. There you go. Now you can stay here. She's getting into this thing where she won't eat unless I hold her food. Well, not all of it. There she goes. Once she starts chewing on him, she stays with it until it's gone. But she's teething so bad, so I had to give her a bunch of hard stuff so she could teeth. So we had, what's she doing? She won't eat it. The expensive bone she won't eat since I got the Old Roy. So I know that they make this in Dream Bone, but it wasn't at Walmart. They make the one like the little chicken, like it's like a chicken jerky that's wrapped around these. And now that she's got the chicken jerky one, she doesn't really want to eat the ones that she's been eating on for forever and ever, amen. But she's getting through it as long as I hold it for her. She bit. Hey, Michelle, it's nice to see you. I heard I'm going to be able to see you in a few days. I'm excited. I'm excited. Michelle, there's another Michelle in the audience. It's nice to see you as well. Good morning. Good morning, Stella. It's nice to see everybody. Did I miss anybody? Linda, good morning. I missed you. I'm sorry. I think I said hi to Sorta Morta, but I might not have. Barefoot Nani? It's nice to see you, Rain. Good morning. We're not doing anything. Did she get to try the bully sticks? No, I don't know which ones those are. I got these. She's going to town on this one now. She got going on it. So now she's going to settle down and lay down and chew on her thing. You guys see her? She got it now. Oops, sorry. She got it. Now this thing won't stand up. I got the Apple phone on the bad stand because I've been using the Samsung to run everything except this morning. I decided just to go on this because I wasn't going to be doing anything but kind of chilling here in the living room playing with the dog because she was full of so much energy this morning. Good gracious. She's gonna go over to mom's, and mom has the cat, and they literally run. Oh, hey Pete, it's nice to see you. They literally run all over. I know, Amanda. Well, and not only that, but oh, hey River, it's nice to see you. Did I see River? Yeah, I did see River. Good morning, love. Crazy woman, it's nice to see you. Fact, but I figured they'd last for Delilah since she's a dainty girl. She is dainty. She is absolutely, without a doubt, a girl. I mean, she acts like a girl. She's so sweet, though. She's so sweet. I was talking to Laura, and I'm like, I got to be honest with you. I said, I'm really surprised, I haven't had her chewing cords, all the stuff, that I'm used to. I haven't had puppies for a really long time, but I remember the last time I had puppies, they destroyed everything, right? And so I was kind of prepared, but not. And I was but she doesn't chew cords. She really doesn't. She doesn't get into anything. The worst thing that she does is she likes tissue. So she can get a hold of some tissue or a paper towel or paper. She tears that stuff up. So that's the only thing I got to worry about with her. Good morning, Jerry. It's nice to see you. Stormy, it's nice to see you as well. Yeah, so I figured I'd just come live. We're not going to be on here for too long. I'm still waking up, but I figured, until the coffee is done. Yesterday I took my vitamins all in one hand without having um, without eating something, and then all of a sudden I sorry she's you don't want to see what she's doing. We'll just say she's leaving mommy a present as we speak. It's lovely. I should turn it around, but I don't want to get kicked off. I don't want to get kicked off YouTube. Good girl! Yay! You're such a good girl. Yes, good girl. That's mommy's coffee. No, you're not getting mommy's coffee. She loves the smell of coffee. I don't know what it is. Maybe because I drink it. She goes crazy. Every time I have a cup of coffee, she wants to stick her nose in it. Do that with all. Oh, here she is. Here's our rambunctious little girl this morning. Yes, thank you. Thank you for kissing me. She's such a good girl. She really is. I'm so blessed to have her. I'm so not only just blessed to have her, but I'm blessed that she's a good girl. Like she's just a lover. She's just a sweet little lover. Hey, Lovin', it's nice to see you. Vince, I believe, is who? I know I never seen so many Michelles on YouTube. Yeah, there's a lot, and Lisa's. We've got like 3 or 4 Lisas that come around the streets. Get out of there. That come around the streets too, and Stephanie's. Remember we had Michelle. We had a lot of Michelles, a lot of Stephanies, and a lot of Lisas, right? And it was like, good morning, Lisa. Good morning, Lisa. Good morning, Lisa. Good morning, Lisa. Good morning, Stephanie. Good morning, Stephanie. Good morning, Steph. Good morning, Steffers. Oh, us Grace upon Grace here. It's nice to see you. Good morning. We're not really doing a whole lot. We don't do it. Let me go back there and delete that person. That's just some people. Go back to your ghetto park. Good gracious. Good morning. It's nice to see you. Yeah, we're not really doing a whole lot. We're just waking up this morning, and she was full of energy. This is why I'm always late coming live, and I figured, what the heck? I'll just come sit in the living room and talk to you guys while she's going through her winding up and winding down phase. She winds down fairly quickly. She'll get up. She had a little bit of water. She's already drank some milk, and she's just in a very rowdy, rambunctious, and she's like this for, I don't know, she'll be like this for another 40 minutes, and then she's going to crash out for like an hour and a half, and she's already starting to get docile. She's starting to climb on me, not jump over me, so she's already getting there. Say hi. Hi. Hi, pretty girl. She's starting to slow down. That's always good. When she starts to slow down, that means things are ooh, 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 ooh. My husband will be in the room and say, they keep talking to you. I said, no, there's tons of us. Oh. Oh, good morning, Truth and Justice. It's nice to see you. Yeah, Delilah's just, we're all just waking up this morning. I woke up, well, I shouldn't say that. I got up at like, I don't know, 10 to 6, and I took her out, and then, of course, there was a dog barking somewhere. It sounded like it was inside a home, but it was barking really loud, and she would not use the bathroom, so I had to come in for about 5 minutes, and then I took her back out there, and the barking stopped, so she was able to potty, but it wasn't like a dog, but ever since the neighbor's dogs attacked her, or tried to attack her, they scared the crap out of her, literally. It was awful. I've never seen her so scared at her, she's just so young. And she's very timid when she hears weird, oh, good morning, Emma. It's nice to see you. When she hears like dogs barking, she gets very timid real quick. And I don't blame her. I freak out a little bit because of that, because I don't know. I was just so fearful myself, that day. Good morning, Tony. Oh, you're not, hold on, let me add you. There you go. There you go. I just added you as a moderator. Sorry about that. I didn't realize you weren't on this channel. That means Seth probably isn't either. So I'll have to mod him up so I know it's you guys. Good morning. It's nice to see you. We're just hanging out, just in the living room, hanging out with the gift that keeps on giving, Delilah Bullhorn. She cracks me up. I tell you what, this dog cracks me up. It's hard, like, to wake up on the wrong side of the bed because the first thing you look at is her, and she's like, and she's usually on all fours, like, pet my belly, mommy, I'm up, mommy, I'm up, let's go, let's go, let's go. Yes, I'm talking about you. How do you get more, where are you getting the paper? Stop it with the paper. Good gracious. I don't know. She's too small to be getting the paper out of my garbage cans. So I'm thinking there's got to be paper that, because I put my paper up on, my neighbor comes in when I'm not here and he puts mail on my chair. And when the chair gets too full, he moves it all over to the dining table. He'll just open the door, stick it in on the chair. And I have to think that some of the stuff, because she got something, I don't know where it came from, never seen the piece of mail, so it must have fallen under like one of the recliners or something, and she manages to find everything. If I'm not worried about whether I've got any debris behind my chairs, couches, or recliners, because she's already cleaned them all out. She has. Whatever has been back there has been brought has been brought to the living room floor. It's officially cleaned up. Good morning. Yep. I just realized we were on the crimes. Yeah, I guess is where I'm just kind of chilling. Hey, Lois, it's nice to see you. Anytime you would like to help with Delilah after her traumatic event, just let me know. The offer will always be there. Oh, thank you. Well, I'm just hoping that she's not so timid. That's the worst part, is having a dog that's scared to go outside. I mean, she hasn't been scared, but she's you can tell it does bother. She's very cautious when she's outside. Like anything, if she hears somebody's voice, she turns around and looks at me. She hears the ruffling of the trees, she turns around and looks for me. Like I make sure that I stay like within just a few feet of her, because I don't want her getting nervous or worried. But you can tell it's definitely had an effect on her, without a doubt. And I was hoping that she would, by the time she left mom, she would have forgotten about the event, because they say the dog's brains don't really remember all that much. That's why you have to train them and do repetitious stuff so they remember the repetition. But this, you can tell a big difference in her, in the way she behaves outside. She doesn't seem as free as she used to. She used to bounce through the grass, and used to roll in it, and used to play in it. And now it's like, she'll go use the bathroom, but she's constantly looking around every time. And it upsets me. It really does, that, the dogs across the street could, and it was just one specific event, but it was enough that it scared her. Excuse me, guys. I gotta get a tissue. I'm sorry, my nose. I'm still dealing with the allergies or the sinus infection or whatever I had, because my mom, she's also kind of going through it as well. So give me just a second. Thank you. This is the stuff that she likes to tear apart, tissue. And the snottier, the better. It's gross. It's gross. She kisses me with those lips. Yeah, my dog bit a dog walking by. I felt so bad. The dog's anxiety on that day walking by my house. Luckily, we worked things out. But I feel, yeah, and like I said, I'm not trying to sue the neighbors, but it really, I didn't know when they attacked that they had just let their dogs out and left. That really upset me very much. Not just because their dogs are vicious and vicious in a sense, like they could have attacked me. They didn't. They wanted Delilah. But they know that they've bitten neighbors before. One of the neighbors, Tammy, she had to run into her house because of her dogs, and for them to let them out and just leave their house, it was very, very upsetting for me. And not only that, but their dogs walk in the road. I mean, what if somebody came speeding down here, which they do? I mean, we have a house of construction guys that live down here that I guess they must rent out the rooms or something like that. Well, on Friday and Saturday, they stay drunk, you know? Every one of them. They have the music up loud, they stay drunk there, you know, and they get in their cars and they leave, right? And so I worry about them gunning. I've heard them. I mean, I've been out there. I've had to yell at them a few times because they just rip down this road. We've got children on this road. We've got the cats that come across from the neighbor's house over here. So, I mean, we did have a cat that was hit down the road. It was awful. I saw it laying, and I had to come back in the house. I squealed. I came back in the house. It was very upsetting to see because all the cats in this neighborhood are loved by everybody. The neighbors, like, there's several neighbors up and down this road that have, like, even me. I mean, I feed the damn cats, right? And they're basically the neighborhood cats. They belong to their homeowners, but they're basically neighborhood cats because they're outside, and we all take care of all the cats around here. I mean, the lady down the road has like 15 bowls of food for all the neighborhood cats to go to her house, you know. I had to stop feeding the cats for a while. I'll feed them occasionally, but that's because it was the orange cats. Well, it was one orange cat, then it was two orange cats, and then it was the gray cat, and then it was the mean, ugly tomcat that was down the road that looks like it's like, you know, mean. And so I've got cats, like, I look like the crazy cat lady. I have 4 cats kind of sunbathing out the front door, and I don't even own an animal at this time. The only animal I own at this moment is Delilah, you know. I'm very thankful that we have Precious. Precious helped potty train Delilah outside. It was really cute seeing that cat. I remember I was calling Delilah. Delilah wasn't paying attention. The cat was right there and took her paw and turned her head toward me. And I'm like, oh my gosh, that cat is so smart. It was the cutest thing. Hey, Ginger Bell. Tony, we're here. I actually said yesterday on Facebook that maybe we should try and protest to get Seth cleared. And he should run for sheriff. Yeah, well, the only problem is he can't run for Sumner County Sheriff because he doesn't live in Sumner County. That's the only problem, you know. And, but he should be cleared, you know. And I've heard Chris McDonough's reasoning why he may not be cleared. And I haven't heard, but I know people reported to me about the conversation that Dwayne, Dog the Bounty Hunter, Chapman, had made some statements on get off the paper. Good gracious. She's standing up she's standing up like this because I got paper right there. And so she's trying to get the paper. Not her treats, not her toys, paper. I told you this dog is a paper fanatic. Lock your paper up when she's around. You can have cords laying around, just not the paper. Just not the paper. She's so sweet. She's so sweet. See, I love my mommy. My mommy spoils me rotten. My mommy spoils me rotten. Anything I want, I just look at her and give her little puppy eyes, and she gives me whatever I want. Even a disgusting hamburger that I enjoyed eating yesterday that I know was not good for my belly, but I ate it anyways. I did. I spoiled her. I got her a McDonald's hamburger patty. Well, I just got her a plain hamburger, but I thought she would want the bread. She doesn't like the McDonald's bread. She literally spit it out. Give me the hamburger. It can't be worse than dog food, LOL. Nah, I know. Well, I got her on IMS, the puppy chow, and I'm going to keep her on the puppy chow until she loses her puppy teeth. And once she loses her puppy teeth, I'm going to go to I'm going to start making her food, you know, because I don't mind making food. I mean, think about it. It's very easy. Throw some burger, rice, or chicken in with some sweet potatoes, sweet peas, you know, some carrots. And, you know, it's just, some people are saying blueberries. I would probably make something separate with the blueberries, and maybe some blueberries and sweet potatoes in like a rice or something like that. But I'm not going to do that until I want her baby teeth, and I know how important it is for her to have the hard food. The hard food's very important for her right now because it's helping her cut her teeth. So I'm keeping her on the hard food and the hard treats until we get her puppy teeth. I'm getting one of the fangs. I looked at my teeth collection because, you know, my other puppies that I had, Layla, America, and Chance. I kept a tooth from every single one of those dogs. I found their tooth, except Layla. Layla's fang was just hanging there, just dangling, and I'm just like, doop. It was it was easy to get her fang, but I want to make sure I have Delilah, at least a few of Delilah's baby teeth. It should be easy. I'm around her all the time. I'll know when her teeth are loose and when to start watching out for them. So it'll be easy. But I want to get one of her molars and one of her fangs, and then she can lose the rest of her teeth and get her adult teeth. I can't wait for adult teeth because her teeth are getting sharp. And I keep, like, it's hard to clip her nails because she's been so finicky. Like the first time I clipped them, it was really easy. I just propped her up and had her things, and I just took the little clipper and but now she's getting older and she's getting a little bit of an attitude, and she doesn't like things. She doesn't like mommy clipping her nails, but I have to do it anyways. So I finally got the front ones clipped. But her back paws are just they're getting really sharp and long. So I've got to try to figure out how to get her back without her fighting me, because I don't want to hurt her. But her back ones are getting a little long, and she's starting to scratch me up. And I'm taking this because you got to remember, one of the things is Chris had a bunch of scratches on him, right? And he said that their dogs had just recently got their nails clipped and that they had scratched him up like that. Well, I've clipped her nails, and not only have I clipped her nails, and her paws are about the size of one of those Morkies, right? I mean, she's got the her paws about the size of those Morkies. And so she jumps all over me, especially when I'm down here on the floor. She jumps all over me. And you can see, I don't know if you guys can see that, probably not with the thing, but you can see one scratch. I don't have several scratches on me. I've got, even though she's got four claws, or 4 nails, I get one scratch. And I got one scratch here, and I got one scratch here, but very rarely do I. And this was not after her getting her nails clipped. I didn't get scratched from her getting her nails clipped. I got scratched before I cut her nails because she was jumping over me. I'm playing with her, so I have the little squeaky toy, so I'm going over here, and then I'm going over here, and I'm going over here. Well, the whole time she's jumping over my legs, wearing some of her energy out. And so she gets her claws, but it's not even her front claws that are freshly clipped. It's the sharp claws in the back that keep getting me, and it's only one scratch here and one scratch there. You don't see a paw pattern, and we didn't see a paw pattern in my opinion on Chris's arms. I mean, we saw a lot of and I truly believe that wherever he went was wooded, and I think that those scratches are from branches and briars and other things wherever Chris went. But I don't think those scratches were on him whenever he met with law enforcement the first time when he came home and on the 26th and Sebastian was missing. I don't think those scratches were there. I don't think those scratches came on him until after he was gone for 17 hours getting his RV. I think that's when he came back with the scratches. I truly do believe that. Because he was already back with the camper by the time he had that interview with WSMV or whatever. But here's the kicker. Somebody sent me a email. And apparently it was that ugly, foul-mouthed lady that's buddy with Chris. Many people think she's the cousin of Chris. And she was driving by their house on March 3rd. And the camper wasn't at their house on March 3rd. So it leaves many people to believe that Chris didn't go back to pick up that camper, because once he got his camper was at his house. It was in the front of the yard, in the parking lot. We saw it. We saw it whenever he had the truck pulled up to it. It stays right there in front of their garage, and they back it up as far as they can, but it stays right there. And it wasn't there on March 3rd when that lady that now is trying to clear them which is crazy. The flip-flop, it's like, what can I get the best clicks and views over? This is the way I'm going to go, right? Nobody's protecting them. Let me protect them. So let my criminal enterprise protect them. And we can, you know, whatever. So I don't know. It seemed like that person knew that Chris and Katie were guilty. They're either playing some type of game, which is what these stupid, idiotic YouTubers do, where they think they're going to get buddy with the people and elicit some information from them. That lady's too stupid. Okay, first and foremost, she's absolutely too stupid to even know what she's doing. And for Chris and Katie to trust anybody after everything they've done is pretty stupid on their part. But hey, you know, they'll take whatever they can take from whatever criminal they can take it from. You know, criminals of, you know, they're criminals. They're criminals. I truly believe they don't mind lying under oath, which is a crime. And that's exactly what they did. They're more concerned about me than they are their son. They have literally went to every single felon channel that they can possibly go to get help from criminals. Not from good-hearted people that want to help, but from criminals that are willing to do dirty, sleazy crap. This is not parents that are trying to find their child. This is not parents that are trying to find their child. I told you as soon as she got through this, she would be settled down, didn't I? She settled down 20 minutes earlier than I thought. I figured she'd be settled down by 8, but she's like literally curled up in my lap, ready to go to sleep right now. That person is awful. I have no idea how anyone, I don't know how, because there's trash on here. Okay, you got to understand it. The birds of the feather flock together is not just a catchphrase. You know, these people, they hang around. The people that are hanging around this trash most likely are trash, right? Because good people don't hang around trashy people, right? Just like non-drug users don't hang around with a whole bunch of drug users, right? I mean, you got to think of it like that. They as true, his chat raised $1,500 in 30 minutes for more billboards, Betty. It doesn't matter, Kelly. Doesn't matter. It's all a money grab, right? It's all a money grab. How much money are they actually putting toward those billboards? I really don't care. They're putting them in all places that Sebastian's not. Because you got stupid people running stupid campaigns without really a thought. They're like, oh, well, we just don't really care what billboards, where they are at. We just want to put them up so we can show that we're putting them up. You need to have good places. Like, I looked at some of this stuff, and it's some of these billboards are in BFE. So congratulations. Nobody's going to even see them. I didn't put up billboards. Lady, you know what I put up? I put up signs that were ripped down by Chris and Katie. What you got? I was there in person, on boots on the ground, not taking other people's money and acting like, oh, look at how good I am. I actually put my own money out there and went out there and looked for this boy. You're an idiot. You will always be an idiot. Go back to your trashy ass channels. You're felons. I bet you're a felon. Dumb bitch. Just saying. Just saying. How many billboards did you put up? How many billboards did you... Is it a pissing contest? Or is it for Sebastian Rogers? Right? Those billboards, where are they? They're in BFE. Did you even look at the intersections? Did you even look where they were? They're a waste of money. And how many leads has been derived from them? I was in the community putting it up around people that have information that can be handed over to law enforcement, and your buddies ripped them down. Kelly? How many of those fat asses actually got off their butts and actually put up a flyer in the heat? Go back to your basement dwellers. I hate Kelly. Like, I literally... The chick is like a freaking... disgusting. I bet she probably smokes a pack of cigarettes a day. Probably just disgusting. Clean your house and your mouth, lady. Clean your house and your mouth. I bet you it stinks like you know what. Who knows how much she gets? She has money and it's not right. Yeah, and they're talking about billboards. Like, did you guys see? Like, they had a billboard literally in the middle of nowhere in Orlando. In the middle of nowhere in Orlando. Just what? Seriously, not in Tennessee, not in Kentucky, not in the surrounding areas. In a BFE of Orlando. Why now? That's the question. Yeah, why now? Exactly. Exactly. You know, they do have a few of the billboards. Oh my God, we got billboards up. We're so special. Well, you know what? This boy is missing in that community where these idiots live. Why don't they get their fat asses off their chairs and go out there and actually look for the boy in their community where this child went missing? Instead of sitting at home and saying, oh, look at me, I got billboards in Orlando, Florida. Idiots. I didn't know where my son was for 45 minutes yesterday due to lack of communication between the school and I. I was sick to my stomach. How is this family okay? Exactly, because they know what happened to him. When you listen to all the professionals, all the psychoanalysts, all these people, they are exhibiting very, very concerning behaviors. And the fact, again, that they're more concerned about me in Florida than they are about their son missing around their home is a little telling. And Kelly Golightly can take her fist and shove it up her butt. And stay the hell off my channels. Nobody likes you over here. You're not welcome over here, Kelly. Oh my God, I'm an unstable woman that needs help. Let me go over there and pick on some lady I don't know and tell her about herself. Well, you didn't. All you did is make us know that the bottom dwellers are still bottom dwellers. And that you're trash. And you will always be trash. You'll never, ever, ever be anything other than a miserable old woman, Kelly. That's all you'll ever be. Because you're a miserable bat. Go get a life. Go find something that makes you happy. Go find a man that loves you. Probably can't because your mouth. One good billboard on I-75 for everyone to see would be better than what she is doing. If she is doing anything, makes no sense. No, they are waking up thinking about you. I know. I'm not a big deal, but everybody wakes up talking about Bullhorn Betty. Nobody's talking about them. Nobody giving credit. I mean, the only thing that they talk about them is talking about them being vile, being nasty. You know that they're trashy. I mean, look at the fat cow that shows her face. Can you imagine the ones that won't? Good morning, Honey Dip. Tony, I forgot to put a few flyers up in Kentucky. Sadly, I just forgot. Sadly, I was there a few weeks. That's okay, River. There'll be time. Just next time you're there, put them up. I know that I think everybody should have gotten their flyers for their community that I sent out. I think I did 8 packages to everybody, and that came with, and I got a few of the armbands, and I'm planning on bringing the armbands with me, the little few I have left over to hand out while we're there. I think I only got like 5 more armbands that weren't mailed out to people. And those armbands, like I said, I'll just bring those, and whoever's there, I'll hand them out. I know, Michelle, I think I sent you some. I don't have to worry about bringing armbands for you, do I? And I've got a few more flyers that I had printed here because I was going to make a few more packages before I fell over with the cost to mail the packages. We need billboards in Hub City. After all, we are the Hub City. Lots of folks passing through. Yeah. Like, they should be strategic, but these people are more about, oh, is it going to be 8 cents or 30 cents for this billboard, for this blip? I know about those. I've got the blip account myself. If I wanted to throw some billboards up there, I would. You know? Hattiesburg, Mississippi. Take some notes, Kelly. Get your piece of paper out. We're going to tell you where to put the billboards so your idiot friends know exactly where to put them instead of in a off BFE bunk place in somewhere in the middle of nowhere of Orlando. Dum-dum. Don't think Katie is afraid of Chris. I think Chris is afraid of Katie's manipulative. Absolutely. That woman, I'm telling you, that lady, that's what I said whenever I started doing my due diligence, when I changed from it being Chris Proudfoot, and I thought he's the one that broke into his own house because he's the one that hated Sebastian so much. He's the one that didn't want the kid around him, around his world, around his life, around his daughter. He wanted to erase Sebastian from their home. And it's just awfully funny that, Sebastian was ultimately erased from their home. So that's why I started focusing on Chris. I didn't believe Chris wasn't home that weekend. But it took the neighbors stating nobody saw him that weekend at all. No truck, no Chris, no nothing. The only time we saw movement other than Katie and Sebastian was at 3:30 in the morning when that car pulled up and those light sources went out to the car and one light source went back to their home. That is it. So I believe Chris did come there to that house. But we absolutely, now, was Chris really working on a car? You know what? Everything that the PIs had told us has come out to be garbage. Their sources, I don't know who their sources were. But every bit of information that they got, that they told us, turned out to be fruitless. He was not at work at 5:15. You would think private investigators, but these are uneducated. These are unseasoned private investigators. These are people that went and took a book test and got a license. They have no worldly experience being a private investigator. And that's what's wrong with places like Virginia. You take a book test. Places like Mississippi that don't even have a test. You can just set up shop and say that you're a PI and you're a PI in Mississippi as long as you're in the state of Mississippi. Here in Florida, we do things a lot different. When we give you a professional license, you better be fairly seasoned to get that professional license. For example, here in the state of Florida, to become a PI, not only do you have to take a course and pass a test, in other states you would automatically get your PI license. Here in the state of Florida, you cannot get your PI license until you work under a real seasoned PI for 2 years. 2 years. You have to work under a PI in a PI company before you're eligible for your PI license. Why do they do that? Because they don't want people being able to say, hey, I'm a PI, when they only had a book test. Because there's a lot more that goes into it legality-wise, especially surveillance. When you're able to surveil somebody in Florida, you better know the laws, and they want to make sure that you understand what your job is. So anybody that wants to be a PI that requires licensing and, I'll pay, because we need a good internet PI that aren't just these yahoos that say, hey, I'm a PI but have no worldly experience. I want somebody that's been trained under a PI. And I would pay for their course. I really would pay for their course. The only reason why I won't do it is because I don't want the 2-year requirement. That's the only reason why I wish I would have done it when I was working for the attorney, but I didn't need a PI license when I worked for the attorney. But working for the attorney, I would have at that time had met my qualifications. Oh, I could care less about MGO. That lady's a cuckoo. She flips on everybody. That's why she's got nobody. It's like all the dirt bags are now kind of conglomerating together, just gelling together on these streets. I really don't care. I've removed myself from that whole entire group. Those people, I'll never have anything to do with any of those people again. None of them. I will not work with them. I will not collaborate with them. I want nothing to do with them. Nothing at all. Marissa wanted to do this movie thing, and I said no. She's mad at me for that. She cussed at me for this, cussed at me for that. I could care less. I told her the last time she did it, when she told me to go F off and never call her again, I said, I will never call you again. I said, I just want to make sure you understand what you're asking me to do. Don't ever think that this is going to go away. And she's like, that's fine. I said, okay, well, have a great day. What do? Kick rocks. Right? Kick rocks. That lady's still struggling for fame. The most fame she got was Housewives or Housewife Swap or whatever the hell it was. After that, she became a nobody, and she was grasping on that. She had 50,000 some odd people. She lost her account, and now she's struggling to have people notice her again. Well, nobody's really noticing her again because everybody's over the bullshit. on this, you know, after, like, I'm over it. I don't want, I wish her the best. I don't want no harm to come to her. I got nothing, you know, nothing, but no, she's turned on every single person. That's not a friend. I want nothing to do with people like that. You know, I'm looking for real friends, not fair weather friends. She's a fair weather friend. She's going to use you until she can get as much out of you, and then she's going to act like she's the ruler of the roost. And if you don't listen to her or comply with everything she says, then F you. She's going to destroy you and all this other stuff. It's like, bring it. Okay, well, there you go. She ended up destroying herself, not me. I'm in Tennessee. I'm not giving my city. Oh, well, that's okay. I hope you'll be out there for the vigil. Betty, do you know how much college would be for being an internet PI? Well, it's not. I'll only do it if they have a 2-year requirement to work for somebody, because I want the person that we work with to be a legit person that knows how to do certain things, not just data mining. I mean, that's what these idiots call PI work now, is data mining. It's like, you guys don't know what your job is. These people are stupid. But hey, they're the most professional PIs we've ever worked with. Well, that's not true. I know Jason Jensen. Jason Jensen's legit. I love Jason Jensen. He's out of Utah, Salt Lake City, Utah. Nice guy. Real legit PI. You know, not this crap Yahoo people on here. That hurts me when they do it to you. I get it, but it is what it is. Hey, Hoosier, it's nice to see you. I was just thinking, all is trying to worry about sides instead of exactly, they are. We try to keep it about Sebastian, and you see what happens. They bring these animals. They just don't want it about Sebastian. They try to bring me into every chaotic thing. They do nothing but try to throw drama our way. We don't really care about their bullcrap. We care about Sebastian and where he's at. And so sorry that these idiots can't figure out that his mama went to bed with him and everything was locked, but her son was gone the next morning. What does that like, these people, if you said, what's 2 + 2, they'll say, I don't know, let me ask a friend. You see what I'm saying? That's the type of people are on these other channels. I don't work like that. Like, if you can't figure out 2 + 2 is 4, or you need to phone a friend, you don't need to be on the Bullhorn Betty channel. Okay? Sorry, not sorry. When I was little, my mom would buy me a disposable camera and I would play PI. That's cute. Betty, just one question, honestly. Do they have you on to where you're not supposed to even talk? No, they can't stop my constitutional rights. I'm sorry. They lied, okay? It's unenforceable because they lied under oath. We still have to go through the process, but no, they lied under oath. They made up shit. And no, Katie Proudfoot, Christopher Proudfoot, Terry Bauer Socks, and Maddie Bauer Socks, aka Kathy Bauer Socks, are pieces of garbage. Did that answer your question for you? And I'm glad Faith is no longer in their care. Just to make sure I threw all 5 names in there. Tell them to sue me. If you have a link to donate to Saturday's event or pay for someone to attend in my place, that would be awesome. Tony, if you're still in here, I don't know how that would work. Maybe we can... Oh, did somebody give 5? I didn't even see the Ginger Bell. Oh, thank you. Ginger Bell just gifted 5 Bullhorn Betty memberships. Thank you. God bless you. God bless you. We're not going to be on here too long. I just wanted to wake up with you guys. It's now time for her to take her nap. We've been up for several hours. And she was just getting rambunctious, and I didn't know when it was going. I didn't feel like going on the other channel at 8 o'clock without just, you know... Because nobody sees us. Nobody sees how we wake up in the morning. And I know everybody's interested. Well, this is what we do every morning. Her and I have mommy time, right? We have mommy time. She's so sweet. I love her. How's the weather? It's hot. It's hot here. I don't know how the weather is. They gag me every time they speak. I know. They do. They do. They do. My little baby girl getting tired. She's getting tired. She's getting tired. She's such a shy girl when it comes to this, to the camera. She's such a shy girl. She's such a shy girl. She's such a shy girl. Shy girl. Ah! Mommy's got my nose. She bit my nose. She bit my nose. She clamped right on it too. Ah! Aw, you know, baby girls. Yes, I know I love you too. I love you too. Aw, these are baby girls. Yeah, she going to grandma's. She can't wait to go to grandma. She gets a cat to play with. Here, she only gets me to play with. I'm boring. That's why she's got to make sure I get up and play with her. So the only time she gets to play is when I'm sitting on this floor, because we do play. She jumps over my legs. But every time she jumps, I'm like, here, let's go this way. Let's go this way. Let's go this way. I try to run out as much energy of hers as possible. It takes about an hour. But about an hour, she's ready to take a nap. A lot of people that can't make it are asking how to donate for the rescue ride. I don't know. I mean, and I wish we would have thought about this before these final days, but I'll try to find an answer for you. I don't know if there's anything. I don't want to be responsible for, any of this, when it comes to the shirts and the stuff for Seth and Seth's event. So we're going to have to divert to Mr. Mathis and, Seth. So we'll see. But we'll find out if there's any way, but I think it's going to be difficult. I think it might be difficult to do because maybe there's a way to directly donate to Michaela's Mutt Motel. I'm not sure if that's the case. But I'm pretty sure if you guys, mailed a check or something to the Michaela's Motel, I'm sure that would be fine. I'm sure they'll be accepting of any donations. Can't they call in? I don't know. I don't know, Miss Ann. I really don't. I'm sorry. This is the first time I was asked these questions, so I don't want to guess at it. I just don't know. I really don't. Bring a light jacket with you for the cool mornings. Oh, that's a good idea. Thank you. I usually bring something for my arms anyway, no matter where I go, because I always get cold. After I lost a lot of weight, I started getting cold. Like my house, I used to have my house at 72 degrees, sometimes 70 degrees in here, just to survive. And then when I lost a bunch of weight, I started getting very cold. My temperature in the house stays at 77 or 78. At all times, and I still put a jacket on my arms. I wish your gathering was on Saturday. I think the turnout would be greater. Well, the prayer vigil is on Saturday. The prayer vigil for Sebastian, the benefit ride, everything like that is going to be on the Saturday. I do hope that a lot of the community members come out. It's just that it's going to be in Clarksville as opposed to Hendersonville where this happened. So hopefully the people in the community of Hendersonville that support Seth come over and support the event in Clarksville. But I feel like he's got enough support in both areas that this should be good, and like even mine. I mean, as long as I have about 10 people there, which I think we've already got, it'll be successful. I'd like to see more people there for the Gathering of Voices, but honestly, it's a statement. We'll see if people come together for the benefit of Sebastian, but I believe we're gonna have at least 10 people there, and that's as long as I have 10 people or more, it'll be successful. And I hope there's a lot more than that because Sebastian's life does matter. He's an autistic boy that already came into the world fighting. And just hearing the stories that we're hearing after the fact of him being missing is just upsetting, because I feel like if things were done differently, predominantly, say, with the Department of Children and Family Services, I really feel that Sebastian would be here right now, that we would not be in this situation. I feel like this is a failure um, that most likely cost this boy his life. And, it's hard for me to wrap my head around anything else because of the suspicious behavior Chris and Katie have been acting. It's not us that are making this stuff up. I mean, we saw Chris and Katie's behavior. We saw their lack of emotion, lack of remorse, lack of anything. We've watched them for months go up there for interviews for self-preservation means, where the person that was interviewing literally had to coax their own son's name out of their own mouth. I mean, if it wasn't for all of these things, I would think this boy had run away. But to be honest with you, it's Chris and Katie's behavior that solidify in my mind that he did not. And the fact that Chris was adamant that he had been cleared when he knows darn good and well he wasn't. And he lied to us for over a month. For over a month before he went on Nancy Grace and finally confessed that he had not taken a polygraph test. Who does that? Why was he so... And the reason why he did it is because he was so scared people would automatically assume it was him. And you know what? We would assume that anyways. But with you lying about it, now it's like, wow, you're a grown-ass man lying to the world. If you had nothing to hide, why lie? I don't know if we'll be live streaming, to be honest with you. I will have my camera set up. I will be taking footage while I'm out there, but I don't know if I will be live streaming. I don't know if anybody there will be live streaming. We'll see what the rules are when we get there. But I want to make sure that we're respectful of the participants as well as the event organizers. It's obviously going to be recorded. I expect news to be there as well. So they're going to be recording stuff, but I don't know if it's going to be live streamed. We'll see how that goes, but I don't want it to be live streamed because, well, there's two parts. It's a double-edged sword. And some of that is the fact that these idiots on YouTube like to hijack people's lives and talk and disparage. And there's nothing more disgusting than having an event that's near and dear to a missing 15-year-old boy's heart and listening to the vile nonsense coming out of these criminal channels, And that would really upset me. They're going to steal it and chop it up and make it. But you know what? I'd rather it be after the fact than during it, while we're actually praying and trying to hold out hope for a 15-year-old boy while they're sitting in their basement with an emoji over their ugly ass face, being vile and disgusting, because let's face it, these are hate channels. Most of the people that run these hate channels are felons. They can't even get a job at the local 7-Eleven. This is their only possibility of ever making a life for themselves, is being a trash YouTube content creator. And they're not even content creators. They're just a YouTuber. They don't create content. They steal it. They were laughing and making fun of this poor... They were. I have misdemeanors too, Michelle. I've been arrested. It has nothing to do with that. The difference is whether people have changed or not changed. Are they still the same felon that got arrested? Or have they changed their life for the better? Most of these people that are in these hate channels that are so miserable and nasty, they're not changing. They have no God. They're miserable people. I mean, take QB. She has nobody. Her mom's dead. Her aunt's dead. A couple of her kids have been, don't even live with her. Not necessarily the best person, and she's a felon multiple times. She sold alcohol to kids. She's been arrested for manufacturing drugs. I mean, this doesn't sound like a wholesome woman to you, right? And so, you know, those are the people that Chris and Katie run to. These horrible criminals, you know, that have actually been convicted of serious crimes. Do you think that lady's changed? Go look at her channel. Does she look like she's changed for the better? No, she's still a bully. You know, she chased somebody down with a crowbar. Do you know she punched a lady in the face in the store because the lady, her boyfriend, decides to cheat on her? In front of her own children. QB got arrested with her children sitting right there crying after witnessing their mother punch another lady in the face in a store. What a great person. What a great role model. What a great role model. That's who Chris and Katie ran to for help. A violent bully in real life and online. And trust me, these are true statements. I've got her record. Her real record. Not this, oh, look at this. There's 42 line items. She's arrested 42 times because we're too stupid to know that this is a court record, not an arrest record. That criminal's so stupid she doesn't even know what she's reading when she's reading court records. That's how stupid that woman is. You know what her problem is? She hasn't beat up somebody in a while. Maybe she should take that out. I bet you she probably does take it out on her kids. I don't know. Who knows? All right? Who knows? I'm sorry, hun. I'm married to a mechanic and still hate the mechanics. Ain't that the truth? Ain't that the truth? Yeah, I've got to go in my axle. I need to get I'm getting some clicking in the front, so I'm gonna probably have to repair that. And my I got to get these sensors on the other 3 tires. I had one sensor replaced, but I got to get the sensors on the other 3 tires replaced. I got to take it over to my mechanic. I just wanted to get some time between me and that $4,000 we dumped into the car. I would have never done that. Like, I just keep thinking I would have had a freaking newer vehicle by now if that didn't happen. But it was only supposed to be a $1,300 repair that just ballooned very quickly. Oh, thank you, Dawn. Thank you. So, she's now walked away from me and is officially laying down. She's not even laying in her bed. She's laying on the blankie. She's tired. It's time for me to go put her down. And look at that, 62 minutes. I told you an hour. I told you within an hour she'd be ready, didn't I? Didn't I? Didn't I? We know your schedule, Miss Delilah. We know your schedule, Miss Delilah. Come here. Hi. You're not going to give me kisses? You're not going to give me kisses? You want some coffee? You want my vape? She's never chewed my vape, but she always wants to grab it. Aww. Yeah, we're about to calm down. We're about to go and put her down. She needs to get a nap. She's been up running. She just wants to sleep now. Look at that. She's not even fighting it anymore. She's like, nope, it's time for me to go. She's so sweet. Oh, hey, Second Thesis. It's nice to see you, Saucy Susie. Get your pocketbook out. Shrek needs someone to pay for it. I can't believe she took all that money from her people right around Christmas. I keep wondering how many people went without Christmas just to be her friend. People are just desperate at times, you know? They really are. I don't like her crew. I think the people over there have some serious mental issues where they need a leader. Their followers, like her whole entire group is a bunch of followers. They have no backbone or no thought for themselves. I'm glad that's not over here on our channel. Everybody here is free to think for themselves and be themselves. So, anyways, guys, I'm gonna go. Delilah's ready to crash out. She's now she's officially crawled into her bed. It's lights out, folks. It's lights out. All right, guys. I'll see you on the flip side. I'll see you on the other channel. I just wanted to come here and chill And I'm glad we got that Kelly girl. I can't stand that Kelly person. They've got such mental problems. They can't let anything go. You know, at this point, this chick doesn't like me, hasn't liked me for 3 years. Why is she still on my channel commenting? That is so unhinged and so mental illness. Like, who does that? Normal people don't act that way. That's why we call you guys insane that act unhinged. When you don't like somebody, let me give you a little bit of advice. Quit watching them. Quit going to their channel. Like, I bet you she's sitting there, oh my God, I can't believe that lady said this, right? She's probably behind the scene, ready to blow a freaking fuse. That is so just unhealthy. Get a life. If you don't like Bullhorn Betty, stay away. Avoid me like the plague. Avoid my channel like the plague. Avoid our people like the plague, right? We're here to help kids. We're not here for a popularity contest, okay? We're not here for a popularity contest. We're here to help children and people missing or deceased and their families. That's what this channel was designed for. We don't care about the clicks and the views. We'll do it all by ourselves, We did it long before we were ever known to be out here on social media. You know, didn't have the problems from the hate channels. They don't like somebody taking and making them look bad. Well, they're pieces of shit that are felons that don't have an education, and you're getting your news from people that don't have an education to give it. Just saying. Clearly, I wouldn't be going to QB to explain criminal cases because, let's face it, she's not even a good criminal. She gets caught and arrested and has to deal with the consequences of her trash. That's bad. That's bad. I've won 95% of my cases. Not everybody's that fortunate, you know? Anyways, guys, I'll talk to you later. I love you. God bless, and see you on the other side.